Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, November 3, 2022. Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang has given notice for a 14-day gun amnesty from November 5 to 19. His announcement came by way of an approval of the Firearms Prohibition, Restriction and Regulation Firearms Amnesty Order 2022 by the House of Representatives on Tuesday. The approval of the order also coincides with the new Firearms Act coming into effect on November 1.
As of today, anyone apprehended and charged by any of the identified criminal breaches under this act will now be subject to a new range of penalties dealing with prohibited weapons, that is, ranging from 15 years to life imprisonment.
The amnesty allows persons who are in possession of illegal firearms or ammunition, or those for whom no license or authorization exists, to surrender the weapons to the state without fear of prosecution. Licensed firearm holders with expired authorizations can also surrender their weapons under the amnesty. The National Security Minister says once the amnesty expires, the full force of the law will be applied to anyone found in possession of illegal firearms or ammunition.
We have recovered some 3,800 illegal firearms on the streets of Jamaica and 53,000 rounds since 2018. Each year we have seized just over 625 firearms, and during the course of this year, up to October 31, we have already seized 652 firearms and removed them from the streets of Jamaica, representing somewhat of an 11% increase of what happened last year.
Firearms or ammunition may be surrendered to any sub-officer or senior sub-officer on duty at any police station or any designated officer at any location of the Firearms Licensing Authority. The illegal weapons may also be surrendered to an attorney at law on behalf of an individual seeking the amnesty. The attorney should then deliver the items to the nearest police station. Minister Chang is giving assurance that the identity of persons complying with the amnesty will not be revealed. In other news, the Ministry of Health and Wellness is implementing a comprehensive plan to address the discovery of a cluster of Klebsiella pneumoniae infections at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. The plan was created to address issues identified after the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERA, discovered a bacterial infection at the hospital in July, triggering an immediate investigation and ministry notification. Dr. Tufton says the initial investigation revealed a high patient-to-staff ratio and non-conformance with some infection prevention and control IPC measures. In a statement to Parliament on Tuesday, he reported that the health team at the hospital had been implementing remediation measures following the cluster of cases.
Towards the end of August, I was briefed on the situation at VGH by the team at the Ministry of Health and Wellness. By then, the efforts, I am happy to say, appear to have been working with a decline in the number of deaths. Every death is unfortunate, Madam Speaker, but there was a substantial decline. And there were 2 deaths in August, 2 in September, coming from 7 in July, and there were no deaths in October.
Out of an abundance of caution, the health minister says the Pan American Health Authority, PAHO, was also invited to assess the situation, and the ministry is now awaiting that agency's final report.
And at the same time, it asked them to look at other institutions, since they were going to be here, Spanish Town and Bustamante in particular. Madam Speaker, I am now awaiting the final report from PAHO.
In the meantime, the plan drafted to address the issues identified in the ministry's investigation include increased surveillance and activation of the Emergency Operations Center. Routine cleaning protocols are also being evaluated, and team members are being retrained in infection prevention and control protocols. Klebsiella pneumoniae is a bacterium that is responsible for a significant proportion of hospital-acquired infections. These include pneumonia and soft tissue infections, especially in immunocompromised individuals such as newborn children or neonates. The health minister has expressed condolences to the family and loved ones of the babies who have succumbed to Klebsiella pneumoniae infections. Meanwhile, the Minister with responsibility for information, Robert Morgan, is asserting that the government has full confidence in Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton's ability to manage his portfolio. His comments come in defense of the health minister and the measures taken to deal with the discovery of a cluster of Klebsiella pneumoniae infections at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital.
We have very full confidence in Minister Tufton's ability to manage the portfolio. He has done a pretty exemplary job in very challenging times, coming through COVID. Also, he has been on a transformational push in terms of improving health facilities. The minister has been doing good stewardship, and he has full confidence of the government.
Minister Morgan was responding to questions posed during this week's post-cabinet media briefing held at Jamaica House. He says cabinet received a detailed report on the matter from the health minister on Monday, October 31.
Prime Minister was informed previously. He was informed the Wednesday before as it relates to the issues that were at the Victoria Jubilee Hospital. In listening to the report from the minister, listening to all the facts that have come forward, the system worked.
Tourism arrivals for October are set to surpass pre-pandemic levels as the sector continues to recover strongly. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Jennifer Griffith, says preliminary figures for the first 3 weeks of October show stopover arrivals of 123,514, which was 10,026 more than the same period in 2019.
I expect the number to be even more impressive when the cruise figures are tallied. These figures underscore the unified commitment of all stakeholders to putting our best foot forward and innovating in the marketplace to come out better on the other side of 2 years of disruption.
Ms. Griffith gave the update while delivering a speech on behalf of Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett at the recent Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association JHTA 60th Anniversary Gala Dinner. In other tourism news, Jamaica has launched a new advertising campaign inviting people to come back to their best selves in Jamaica. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says that while the world has been impacted by the pandemic, the goal is to let everyone know that Jamaica is good for the spirit. The campaign was created by the Jamaica Tourist Board, JTB's advertising agency of record, Accenture Song. It showcases Jamaica's picturesque natural attractions and its friendly, welcoming people, utilizing over 50 local Jamaican crew members across locations spanning from Portland to St. Anne, and original music created by Jamaican producers. Director of Tourism Donovan White says the goal was to really show people what Jamaica is all about and what differentiates it from other competitive destinations. He says the approach was to create aspirational itineraries tailored to 3 categories of persons: adventure seekers, family planners, and seasoned travelers. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.